Donald Trump honored as Man of the Decade in Michigan County as the former president's campaign continues. Trump lost in Oakland County, MI, in both 2016-2020. Donald Trump traveled to Michigan as part of his 2024 presidential campaign on June 25, 2023. Oakland County GOP in Michigan named Trump Man of the Decade ahead of his speech, despite his losses in both 2016 and 2020. Many of Trump's supporters in Michigan echoed his claims that the 2020 election was rigged. Former President Donald Trump was honored as the Man of the Decade in a Michigan county he lost twice as he returned to the state looking to reclaim territory that helped propel him to the White House but that slipped from his grasp 4 years later. Campaigning for a return to the presidency while facing a federal indictment for allegedly mishandling classified documents, Trump spoke on Sunday in suburban Detroit, where he lost ground between 2016 and 2020 and would need to win it back if he becomes the 2024 Republican nominee. He would have to reverse the recent trend in Michigan that has seen Democrats make some of their biggest gains nationally since Trump's re-election loss. Trump spoke at the Oakland County GOP's Lincoln Day dinner, where he was honored by the party as its Man of the Decade. Trump frequently attacked President Joe Biden throughout his speech Sunday, saying the Democrat was a catastrophe for Michigan and auto production in the state. Trump also criticized Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, a co-chair of Biden's re-election campaign, for approving state funds for a foreign company. It was Trump's first campaign appearance in Michigan, one of 3 states, along with Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, that flipped in 2016 to put him in the White House and Biden 4 years later. Trump's popularity in Michigan has taken a hit since 2016. By Trump's calculations, he needs to win Michigan again to be the president. But he's been very disruptive here, said Dave Trott, a former GOP congressman. Trump largely is the reason why the Michigan Republican Party is dead. Last year, Trump's endorsed candidates in Michigan were among the loudest in repeating his unfounded claims that the 2020 election was rigged. Trump's choice for Attorney General, Matthew DePerno, spent the final months of his campaign under investigation into whether he should be criminally charged for attempting to gain access to voting machines after the 2020 election. Secretary of State candidate Christina Caramo, a former community college professor, was handpicked by Trump as the Republican nominee for Secretary of State after claiming she saw election fraud as a poll challenger in Detroit. In November, the statewide candidates he backed were overwhelmingly defeated, including Tudor Dixon, who lost by more than 10 percentage points to Whitmer. Michigan Republicans controlled all levels of state government from 2011 to 2019. Now, they are powerless for the first time in 40 years. The shift has been particularly evident in Oakland County, home to the largest number of Republican voters in the state.